Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Jackie Fish and welcome back to some more Mountain Blade to Bannerlord. Today we're going to go ahead and dive in with a very special video, that being taking a look at the brand new campaign map for the World of Warcraft mod, and it's going to be super exciting to see the advancement this mod has done. The main mod itself is pretty much done by just one guy, so he asked me to go ahead and mention this whilst I show off this new update to basically say he is looking for as much support as he can get. If you guys have any coding, modeling skills, please make sure to go and hit him up over on his Discord. I'll leave a link to it down below in the description. As well as that, he is looking for people who can do artwork, basically anything, music, create scenes, anything that can be used to help the mod. Make sure you go over to his Discord and lend him your help, because I mean, as you can see, as we zoom out, things are looking pretty spectacular. And again, this is, I think he said around about 90% of the work was all done by him, which is a huge task. And especially when you're trying to do a mod as big as World of Warcraft, things are going to be very difficult. So this update should be coming to you guys, I think a day after this video has gone live. So make sure to go ahead and check the Nexus page. I'll leave a link to that as well as the Discord down below in the description. And you guys can mess around with this. Now, do keep in mind, obviously, the campaign map, will have improvements done to it, as the mod gets more and more developed. I'm assuming, the other islands will also be added. But I mean, as a starting point, this is absolutely spectacular. We'll start off taking a look from the south, and we'll work our way up north. Obviously, we've got Booty Bay here. Again, I imagine a lot of these settlements here are very much placeholders until they can design custom ones for each of the settlements. So right now we have a lot of the vanilla settlements, which are absolutely, perfectly, they fit in for now. Until they do get people who can help them out and hopefully create, it'd be very cool to have custom settlements, because that is possible, because I know the Trials of the Seven Kingdom does have all custom settlements, so hopefully they can get something like that in this mod. So as we work our way up, again, I love the terrain, very kind of like tree, which just fits so well with the World of Warcraft aesthetic, just going out into the forests and farming, completing quests is really, really cool. So as we work our way up, you can see the awesome detail put into this map pack. And I believe this map was actually designed in like 5 days, because the modder was originally going to give me his files, but then unfortunately they got corrupted and he had to redo it. So really impressive stuff. Over here you can see the awesome terrain, and as well the kind of clever detail of using enlarged walls and stuff to really fill in their plans. And obviously I assume custom assets will eventually replace a lot of his stuff. So as we make our way up, obviously we can go up into Stormwind. There's Moonbrook right there, and we've got Stormwind itself over here. At the moment we have like 1.5 unit rosters, where obviously rosters will continue to get improved. So if we go into Stormwind itself, you guys can take a look at the kind of the Stormwind infantry and what you can get. So you start off with some peasants, you move into the militia, men at arms, then you go into the footmen down here. You can kind of see the type of the shields that they are wielding, looking really good. You go down to some footmen, and then finally the Stormwind Guard all the way at the bottom of the unit tree. I think the shields are really cool. Unfortunately, I can't twist these guys around for whatever reason, but they look really good. I mean, I assume these guys like the spear variant. Yeah, they have the Azerothian spears, which again are all custom made. If you guys want to see me go ahead and take these units out for a spin, make sure you let me know down below in the comments. I'd be happy to do some custom battles with these guys if that's what you guys want to see. We also have obviously the cavalry units. You can see some of the custom spears as well as the armor, and then we also have the Stormwind Knights here. Over on the archer side of things, you can see the different types of units, but again, you can see the crossbows and this awesome looking marksman squad as well. So that's one of the units right there, as we get another look at Stormwind itself. They did also mention that they've got a good way of making magic work in the game as well, where you'll be able to have a mana pool and you'll only be able to cast so much magic. As well as that, you'll be able to cast this magic on the campaign map as well to give you certain bonuses before even going into battle, which again is really exciting. He said that he just needs more artists to go ahead and create the 3D effects, and then you can get that stuff implemented in the game, which is really cool. Obviously down here as well, you can see where the orcs will be, the Dark Portal, which would be very cool as well, because I know Trials of the Seven as well, I use that as an example because they're one of the more developed public mods they have code that allows you to teleport through cities and stuff, so you could definitely do this, right? You go to the dark portal, you hit a couple buttons, and then it teleports you off, you know, to the Badlands or wherever you're going through that, you know, into the Burning Crusade, which would be really, really exciting. Obviously, as we go further north as well through the rocky terrain, which again is super dope. I love like kind of how it's like funneling people in. I think wars would be very exciting in this this mod because, you know, loads of mountain passes and kind of really like funneling you into certain areas, which is super cool. I imagine they will have again at some point like a system where you can fly from cities to cities as well, so you don't necessarily have to march the entire way. You'll be able to use the griffins or something to like speed you up, which would be kind of cool. Obviously, then as we go up into the Northlands of the dwarfs and other factions, you can see the very the snowy mountains right there. We've got Ironforge set up right here. Also as well, something as well to shout out to the modder as well. Obviously, aesthetically, the map looks great, but also you got to remember there's a lot going on underneath the hood as well, because the AI itself has to know where all these settlements are being placed. So again, some stuff that you might not realize is like the modder has to map out every one of these cities, villages, and kind of make the AI understand exactly where these are. And that must take a long, long time to do. So again, big props to him. You know, I've played on a few maps before where they haven't done that quite yet. And you click on a settlement and it takes you halfway across the sea because it thinks that's where the settlement is. So you're kind of fine-tuning that does take a while, which is very cool. So obviously we've got the Dwarven Mountains right there as we continue to go over. You guys can get a good little look again. Some really cool kind of design here, which is super dope. And obviously up here, again, I'm not like super well versed. I played World of Warcraft just past Lich King. So again, my lore isn't exactly there, but I'm sure a lot of you guys can inform me if I get anything wrong. Again, looking very, very good indeed. I love the way as well you got some keeps on the bridges and stuff. That could be very exciting. We also have this amazing looking custom wall right here as well. If we just teleport over here. And again, you can take a look at that. Looks super dope. And again, if the modders could make it so that you can't pass, you have to like go through the gate, that'd be very, very cool indeed. As you go further north, again, this map is absolutely huge. It really, really is. Got some more of these huge walls and gates. As we take another look up in the north, you guys can go and get another good look at this. And again, this is going to be available for 1.6, so you can go ahead and play this right now, or a day after this has been shown. They also mentioned as well, the modder wanted me to show off as well, that they are planning on adding in a dungeon system, you know, at some point when that's kind of like on their cards to do at the moment, where you can go into like a bandit camp or something, and then you progress through a dungeon, getting better and better loot, which again is a really exciting mechanic. I know the Warband mod has a very successful dungeon mechanic. And it'd be very, very cool indeed to see that being developed. Again, a lot of the other factions, if I show you guys, do currently have just vanilla units. So yeah, as I said, the only real factions that are done is there's like half an undead roster, and there is that kind of Stormwind roster as well, whereas a lot of the other factions just have normal troops. So obviously this is a work in progress, so it's to be expected. And all the way up in the north as well, you have some more lands as well. So yeah, that's going to be the campaign map. We can also take a quick look at some of the undead units as well. If I just grab up some of the oh, these are kind of cool as well. Okay, you got some more units here. Nice. Some Fast Rider Rangers. I assume these are going to just placeholder units until they get them Rangers involved. But still, we'll grab a couple soldiers and let's go kill some undead. I'll show you guys exactly what these guys are all about. So I believe there's a couple different types of undead units. I'm sure I can actually find them on the roster. But as you can see, I believe there are custom blades currently, and the shields are obviously vanilla. You know, and obviously as the mod gets more and more developed, more of that stuff will get replaced. So let's make our way in. You can see some of the skellies right there, and our infantry should be able to clean them up. The archers, not that well equipped. But yeah, I mean, as you can already see, this mod is so promising, but modder just really does need some help with it. You know, if you guys want to help out, I definitely recommend hitting him up. He seems like a very dedicated person doing all of this, you know, all of this hard work pretty much by himself, with, you know, help here and there, but nothing too quite major. And I'm sure they could do with some more help right there. So there's a little look at the skeletons. I believe the skeletons Do have a few more units kind of scattered throughout, but nothing too crazy right now. If we go over here and just engage, what's that unit's called? Undead Rabble. Let's take a look in the encyclopedia. No? None here? What if we go ahead and go to units and we can take a look? And I'm not sure exactly what faction it would be under. So we have these armed traders. Yeah, there's some like goblin units and stuff. So a lot of the units are just there, like placeholders waiting to be brought in and changed. I guess it'd be under undead, right? So if we go all the way down to the bottom. Can't even actually find them. Yeah, you got the Stormwind infantry, and I guess they should be, because this is alphabetical, is it not? Maybe it's not. Either way, I guess we'll just leave it there. I can't seem to pick them out here. But yeah, you can see hopefully like the units just get more and more added, which is super exciting. But there you go, guys. That is a little glimpse at the up-and-coming Warcraft mod. Again, you can play this right now, but just keep in mind, it's still very much a work in progress. Campaign map looks absolutely beautiful. I love the detail. I really like how the modder has done like these paths. Again, it's very much, very much... World of Warcraft, having like these very rigid kind of paths and stuff. It looks really good. Can't wait for them to do like actual proper dungeons as well, because I'm sure you can also have like random dungeons like for bandit hideouts, but also like actually having like Blackwood Spire and stuff like Blackrock Spire, sorry, and actually that being a proper dungeon that you work your way through could be super dope. As well as that, obviously, you know, orcs and all the races are planned to be implemented in the game, but again, you know, it's a slow process with only being one and a bit, you know, a couple helpers, modders actually working on this project. So again, go over, show some love. I'll leave all the links down below in the description. Let me know what you thought of this down below in the comments. I'd be very interested to see exactly what you guys have to say for it. Are you kind of looking forward to this? Is this a mod that you never heard of before? What would you like to see from the mod as well? I think it sounds very promising. So make sure to go ahead and drop a like and a comment down below. Let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys in the next one.